If you are looking to move to Hershey, Pennsylvania, hold your horses and watch this video first. I'm going to go over the pros and the cons of moving to Hershey, PA, and stick around to the end of the video to see how we can help you out. My name is Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor, and today we're talking about moving to Hershey, Pennsylvania. We have clients looking to relocate to the area or get to know the area if they're already living close, but just kind of look up what the pros and cons are if they're looking or if they're living in another township. So if we can help you out, whether it's 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years down the line, feel free to reach out to me, send me a text, give me a call to this number that's on the screen, send me an email or schedule down below in the Calendly link in my bio so that we can have a conversation about your move to Hershey, Pennsylvania. They purchased this property and completely re-renovated everything. It's Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania Realtor, over schools here in York County, Pennsylvania. So let's start off with some of the cons. I know we typically start off with the pros, but let's talk about some of the cons first. So first off, Hershey is expensive. You're going to be paying higher property prices than a lot of your surrounding areas, and you're going to be paying higher school taxes than a lot of your surrounding areas because the school system is rated pretty high in the area, and they use a good bit of funding, and it's super convenient. There's a lot of high-paying jobs, and it is just really desirable to live in Hershey, so you're going to be paying higher prices for just about everything in regards to real estate. Another one of the cons is traffic. Sometimes traffic can be pretty busy, especially whenever you're getting into those 9 to 5 times. You've got a lot of people who are working at the factory or commuting to a different area to go to work, and it can get a little busy. You also have a lot of tourism. So in the summer or whenever Hersheypark is having a lot of their events, it can get a little bit busy. So those are going to be the biggest cons whenever moving to the area. It's not a super long list just because it is really convenient and a pretty desirable location for a lot of people looking to move into the area. So let's get into a list of the pros and talk about a little bit of the history of what Hershey, Pennsylvania is. So Hershey, I'm sure you heard of it. It is based on the area on where the chocolate company was made. Milton Hershey was a big pioneer in the area who started up the Hershey Company and kind of created its own little town and started building a lot of housing around it for his employees. So Hershey does have Hersheypark. It's a wonderful attraction. It attracts a lot of people from all over the country and even the world to come to the amusement park, because whenever you're going to visit an area and it has its own park and its own town named after it, there's a lot of people that want to come and visit it. It's kind of like Disney. Imagine if you had Disney Florida, where you could just live other than in the Golden Oaks community, I think it's called. But if you had a really accessible community that you could go to Disney, everybody would be going there. You've got Disney World and Disneyland and all of that stuff, but imagine you could live in an area called Disney. It would attract a lot of Disney fans. So Hershey attracts a lot of tourism, and it, makes it kind of leading into that cons list where it's a little bit more expensive. It's a little bit more of a high traffic area. But not Disney, we're talking about Hershey. So Hershey is cool because the town is surrounded with everything Hershey. You've got Hershey Kisses at the lamppost. We have a picture of that on the screen. You've got a lot of chocolate smells and chocolate stores and just chocolate everything, basically. So it's a cool area to live in. And let's talk a little bit about the pros of Hershey, Pennsylvania. So one, it's got a lot of cool stores. You've got a lot of cool mom and pop shops. You've got a lot of cool restaurants to go to, some higher end restaurants, and you've got a lot of cool bars to go out to if you're looking to go get drinks or you're looking to visit the area and just kind of see what's out there. Hershey is pretty developed in regards to these newer stores and the higher end stores and higher end restaurants whenever you're coming into the area. Another pro is you live close to the park. Most likely if you live in Hershey, you're getting Hersheypark season tickets and you're sending your kids to go all the time because there's, not much to do in the summer when you're a kid. If you're not able to work or you're not able to do much, you can just go down to Hersheypark and go around the area and spend multiple days there each summer. So you've got that close by. Another one of the pros is the school district. A lot of people refuse to take their kids out of the school district just based on the education level, the school system scoring on standardized testing, and the graduation rate is pretty high compared to some of the other schools in the area. It's just very desirable in general. Finishing off some of the pros, it's going to be income. If you're living in Hershey, there are a lot of job opportunities, whether it is with the Hershey company, you've got Hershey Hospital, you've got a lot of places that you'll be able to go to work and make a higher income to make up for some of those higher prices in the area and still be pretty set and kind of supplement your income for the prices of everything there. It's also in a decent location where you're able to get to Harrisburg quick, you're able to be pretty close to going over to Lancaster, and you're still close to being able to shoot to New York, Baltimore, get over to Pittsburgh, go to Philly. You're still pretty close to everything within a couple hours, so you can be in Hershey, have a really cool area to live in, but also still be able to commute everywhere else. So what if you really want to live in Hershey, but you can't quite afford Hershey? You can go to some of the other areas in this location that are a little bit more affordable. So let's talk about Hummelstown, which is basically right off of Hershey. Hummelstown is a little bit more affordable, but it's still going to be a little bit pricier. A lot of those homes are in the same school district, and in dairy townships, you're going to be spending a little bit more money to still live there, but you can still be in Harrisburg, like where I grew up. You can be in Harrisburg and you're in Hershey all the time, going to the theme park and visiting friends and family in the area. So your surrounding areas aren't super far, especially if you're living in York. You can still be there within 45 minutes to an hour, depending on which location you're living in. And to get up to Hershey, it's not too tough. If you're looking to relocate to the area and move to Hershey, Pennsylvania, we would love to help you and give you a little bit more information just because we can't cover everything here. My name is Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor. Don't forget to send me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email, or schedule down below with the link in my bio to book a Zoom consultation with me if you're looking to relocate to the area or just kind of get to know where you should visit or what you should do whenever you're coming to Pennsylvania. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.